That was Jake, and welcome to the after party for Jake the Awake. Today is November 26th, the year 2025. Wow, it felt like 2025 just started. We're already going to be in Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I wanted to apologize for my not so great impressions tonight. I am still not feeling great. I was telling, no, it's been bad. It's been really mild, but the stuff that does come out has not mainly been through my nose. The snot has, and I know I shouldn't be even discussing about it, but it's been coming out of my mouth, and that's been messing with my throat too. Not enough of that though. Let's start the show. Let's see who's in the house right now. It's Angel Areens 5832. Yeah, but that's why my impressions haven't been great tonight. And I have done Elmo impressions before, so I'll even pull up the stream where I've done it, and you can watch it. I have done it before, so that was not like stream where I've done, and I have done a. I promise you, I've done a much better job than this by far. Which one was it? It was one of these two. So go look up both of these streams. They're members only ones. But I did one hell of a job there, of course, because I was actually feeling good that day. All right. David Northup. No nay. Hey, and it's Thanksgiving. What's Thanksgiving about, everybody? Thanksgiving is about being together. So I have the link up, StreamYard, for anyone who wants to come on tonight. This is your chance. Really, were you? Angel, I don't remember you, buddy. Angel, Arnie, I don't remember you. I don't remember being with you on a on mic together before. Okay. And I mean, I have my link up now, so maybe if you want to come on, I can recognize you that way too. But oh yeah, I did want to show that. So yes, okay. I'm gonna put that in my favorites so I can get the StreamYard link pretty quickly, and that's the only one I'm starring is the StreamYard link. But it is Rose. How is Rose doing? We had a great stream tonight. It was kind of a rush. That's why, one, I'm not feeling great. Two, again, I was telling Jake I just came back from dinner too, so it was just a lot. It was a lot better than tonight. I again, I now I'm not contagious. I've been sick for a few days. You know how it is when your throat just it takes a little longer. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm still coughing here and there. You can kind of hear my voice. I can tell that my sinuses are still affecting my voice. So I have done a lot better, but and I told everyone about the scening too. My scening will be a lot better next week, and people liked it the other night. Oh no, it will be a lot better next week. That is for sure. Um, ha 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 ha. There is no such thing as that, but I'm not anyway. And actually, it's cold enough out back to where I am wearing a shirt right now. That's funny. Okay, Angela Renee, you're funny. Um we may again, it's still not going to be great. Like you've heard, my Elmo impression was not the best. If you guys really want me to, I will do it after I'm off YouTube. You will all have to obviously watch it through the StreamYard link. I did get copyright claimed last time, so that's the way we will do it. I showed Jonna, by the way, Rose. So you can ask her about that too. But yeah, I did get claimed. Yeah, I probably should. That's probably a good idea. Yep. Good idea, Shady David D. LaFleur. Oh no, Nate, it'll get even better next week. It's still gonna be the same this week, but next week, oh, absolutely. Absolutely it will be. All right. So while people start coming on the StreamYard link, I will show my screen. All right. I'm going to take my camera off while I show the screen, and then I'll put myself back on afterwards. So, my picks for the week. Obviously, I always like to show my picks from the previous week before I go over this week. That reminds me, I need to update the top 10 as well. That's something I'll do. That's something I'll do probably. Oh, I could do it now. Why the hell not? You can all watch me do it and see how it works out with me. There you go. See, there's an example. And see, I don't normally cough, so there, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Or do I have to get rid of it and then redo it? I think that's what I have to do. Yep, there we go. So now I got the latest top 10 on there, but now actually going to the picks. So last week, for week 12, I won my teaser. I took the Bears getting 9.5, so they won outright, but they could have lost by 9, and I would have won. Baltimore won outright by double digits. They only had to win by 2. Seattle won outright. Kansas City won outright, but they could have lost by 8. So I was good there. The only money line I lost was the Eagles. And they definitely rug pulled that game. They fooled the public there for sure, including me. So this week, I'm taking 3-14 teasers. So those teasers include the Chiefs plus 8.5, Baltimore plus 5, Philly plus 5, and the Rams plus 1.5. That includes Tampa Bay plus 9, Cleveland plus 16.5, Seattle plus 1.5, Buffalo plus 8.5, Rams plus 1.5, Chiefs plus 8.5, Chargers plus 2, and New England plus 5. And my money lines include, and I was going to take the Giants, by the way. I was going to take the Giants, to cover against New England because you know how that always works. They always have the Giants scripted to play New England well. We've seen it every time New England's been favored, every time they have a better record. You know the story I'm talking about, the Eli Manning Super Bowls. Take a look at this. All the money is on the New York Football Giants to cover that spread. No way am I taking them here. People are thinking that because of the history, the Giants are going to keep it close. And that is why I'm taking New England to destroy the Giants this week. So, to me, that's going to be a blowout because now people are thinking what my original thinking was going to be. So now I'm just going to go against it. And then, of course, I think Chiefs, Eagles, Rams, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Bills, Chargers, New England definitely win. And my risky pick, and I said it on Jake's stream, is Cleveland. I think they're going to beat the Niners outright. So here's what I was referring to during just a few minutes ago. So Niners have a majority of the money on them with the spread. And then if you want to go on the money line, and so this is of bets and this is of money. So the money percentage is favored toward the Niners on the spread and even more on the money line. So the reason, and I'm going to look at these real quick while I talk about that. Yeah. Okay, I've already read some of these. Okay. So, there you go, buddy. Smash the like. Thank you, buddy. Yes, I am too. I hope he does it again. Yeah, that's right. That is correct, Shady David D. LaFleur. But what I was going to get to is I'm taking Cleveland, and I hope Jake does at least watch this part. And so I'm going to tell you why I'm taking Cleveland. So, of course, it's all fake and phony like the WWE, just like Shady David D. LaFleur said. So keep this in mind because this is absolutely true. But sometimes when a storyline that they love scripting is not being covered, that's when they actually follow that storyline. So, what am I talking about? This year, Cleveland, especially at home, has been scripted to have a good defense. They're not talking about that, which is why everyone's betting on the Niners and how the Niners don't do well against good defenses offensively. They're not talking about that at all. That's why everyone's betting on the Niners, which is exactly why I'm taking Cleveland. Because usually when those storylines are not talked about, that's when they come most to life. That is exactly what I'm going to go with. And that is why I'm taking Cleveland here. And they usually play the Niners well anyway. Everyone took the Niners a couple of years ago to beat Cleveland, and I said, no, Cleveland's definitely winning this football game. And sure enough, they did. I was not surprised at all. And I'm not going to be surprised this time if Cleveland wins. Yep. Oh, speaking of that, I'll show that potentially. Oh my god. That's why I'm going to go with it. And everyone's betting the Niners anyway. Okay, this Angela Renee is hilarious. You are really funny. I'm enjoying having you here. All right. We'll see. We'll see how good I do. Um, stream, so take that into consideration. But I'll show you what was going on while Jake was talking to everyone else before I came on tonight. Oh boy, I have to show this off. Oh boy. Here we go. This may help it. This was bad. Yeah, okay. Is this the best we're going to get? Probably. Probably. Okay. It's not great, but I saved it, so let's. It looks like a crappy quality thing. Or, yeah, no, it's not. So, look what happened while Jake was streaming tonight. Oh, yeah, El Diablo had to show up. Yeah, he's a demon. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. He's a demon. Yeah, look at those eyes. Just like mine, because I, as Queen Queefy, have really, really dark eyes. What a loser. Just what a stupid loser. Raven King, I think you're low. See, look at this. So, I didn't know who the Raven King. Well, I kind of already did, but I pretended like I didn't know who he was. King Steven is a fucking piece of shit demon. You sound like a demon. Rot in hell. That's what Raven King said to me. So this was going on, on this private chat with, like when you're in StreamYard and you have this private chat here. This was what was going on. Then by the way, speaking of that, I don't see Queen Queefy anywhere on the stream. Yeah, he's too chicken shit. Yeah, I said, hey, you want to act like this? I'm not chicken shit. Come on my stream after Jake's done. Now, he's nowhere to be seen. He's too chicken shit. Queen Queefy sucks. Yeah. Hey, and then he wants to make it out like Jake. Hey, dude, Queefy, you came on and you acted like an idiot. And you're too much of a pussy to come on my stream. Yeah, you're a liar, Raven King, El Diablo, Queen Queefy. Here's the thing with him. Here's the thing with this loser. Here's the thing with this loser, Queen Queefy. And by the way, I want to give a shout out to another channel. There he is. The Demon Slayer. He does a good job exposing this guy. So go watch the Demon Slayer and look at the eyes. He likes to say those dark eyes means you're a demon. Hey, El Diablo. Hey, Queen Queefy, the Raven King. Look at your eyes. You look like a demon. Yeah, according to your own words. So you might want to watch what you say, buddy. Or, no, you're not a buddy. You're an ass, King Steven. Queen Queefy. God, this guy's horrible. And Jake's not joking, by the way. See, and he's all about hate. See, hate speech. Yeah, no. It's what he says is hate speech, which is why you could consider him pro cancel culture. But, oh, wait a minute. That's the Demon Slayer. Sorry, Demon Slayer. I thought you were El Diablo. That was pretty stupid of me there. I mean, I don't like hate speech, but it's hard to track it down sometimes. That was really stupid what I just said. I forgot we were not actually talking about Queefy. We were talking about the guy that's exposing him. Demon Slayer does a nice job, so please check him out. But so anyone knows, and a lot of you probably already know this, Jake was not joking. Um, yeah, no, he's not joking at all. There's his 33, by the way. That should tell you everything you need to know. He's streaming right now. Oh God, that loser is streaming right now. 2 hours, nearly 12 hours, 6 hours, nearly 12 hours, nearly 12 hours. And if you're listening, El Diablo, what do you do when you don't stream? Do you even eat or sleep? Or do you just stream and sleep? Do you eat at all? Do you do anything outside of what you do there? I would like to know. You seem to be living a pretty loser ass life, Queefy. Queen Queefy. God, he's horrible. Alrighty. Yes, I enjoy having you too, Angela Renee. Thank you. Yeah, but I'll say this, and please tell me you haven't done it yet. If you do, please don't bet more than $5. Just don't do it. And I put this on here every week as well because I don't want to hear complaining. And I'm going to put it in highlight and read it. Warning: betting is highly not recommended, and any picks you use is your decision, and I am not responsible for your losses. You pick against your own will. I just wanted to make that very clear right now. And personally, I would not bet more than $5. That would be my opinion. Again, yes, I believe the Browns will win. They're going to be handpicked to win, but still, you don't want to bet all your money away. And that's the other thing. People are, if you are going to do something like this, you have to be responsible. You can't just do that. Just bet all of it away. You have to be very careful with what you do. It's a short list, sorry to say. Yeah, the list doesn't really matter. At least hey JP, you're good. Yeah, I was just showing how he was on the chat when Jake was on. That guy's got a problem. That guy, and he wants to he wants to say that Jake, all he can do is copy him. We can do an impression of you, King Stephen, Queen Queefy. And if that's the only attack you have, all we do is copy you, you don't watch a goddamn thing of Jake. Because Jake does so much other stuff than that. But of course, Queen Queefy won't be honest. We know he's not. And I even told him in chat, you talked about the same girl. Yeah, I've occasionally, just to see how stupid he is, just quickly, like, you know how you could drag it slowly, just to see what he does. He talked about the same woman for 7 hours. The same woman, not different people, the same woman for 7 straight hours. This guy is crazy. Yeah, he thinks he is. I think I think God, when he passes away, I'm sorry to say it, he's gonna put Queen Queefy in hell. That's just my opinion. He has treated people horribly. He has been rude to people. He's been mean to people. And if he wants to do something about me, let him. It's not going to affect me because I know he's horrible and I know he's a piece of shit. So it's not going to affect me. He's going to get what's coming to him in the afterlife, and that's all I can say. Yeah, exactly. There's a sleeping chicken. I don't know, Rose. Because, okay, do I still have it? I'm going to put it back up. I'm going to put it back up, Rose, so I can answer your question. Where is it? I am going to put it back up right now. Maybe I can actually get the head files so it can look a lot cleaner, neater, meaner, greener with Trump tricity. I'm not a good Trump impersonator at all. I'm not going to even try. Oh, damn. Damn me. Damn me. Really. I know. All right. Okay. Yep. So, Rose, I'm going to explain this to you right now. So, apparently, and it's still not the best. Here it is. So, Rose, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, I think you're King Stephen the Demon, I told the Raven King. I think you're low IQ confused. I knew he was King Stephen the whole time, but I played stupid and I said to the Raven King, as even though I know it's him, I pretended it wasn't him. King Stephen is a fucking piece of shit demon. And what did he say? You sound like a demon, rotten hell. Yeah, that's why. So there you go, Rose. What else is there to say? This guy's horrible. I hate him. King Stephen, probably. He does. Stay safe. Save lives. I think he did something like that. I don't know. He's horrible. Get some chicken, please. Whoever closer wins. Sort of. I think the light went off. Unless you don't want others to be closer, then you have to behave the portal one of the sets. And then she talked to Nate X about something. All right. Queen Queefy, exactly. I'm just going to catch up on these chats real quick. Yes, of course. Disclaimer: if you bet a certain pattern, you can win, but you can't use the same way. Exactly. You have to be really careful, and don't ever bet more than $5. Just don't do it. Okay. Have you heard from Benjamin or the sound the man working on the chain? I don't know what that is about the chain. Something's going on. Yeah, Queen Queefy. Yeah, if you're talking about him, yes. The thing is that he's not necessarily. Well, yes, anyone who acts like that's mentally ill, but he's also scammed people. He's conned people for money. So he's kind of done this to himself, and he's also treated mentally ill people very, very horribly. The Sanity Machine. So, and if you go to the Demon Slayer channel, you'll see it. No, he's treated people with mental illnesses. You got to watch that video. It's so bad. No, that's Keaton Steven. There's nothing good about him. If someone really was having a mental breakdown, absolutely be compassionate. That's not Keaton Stevens' case. He has actually bullied people who have mental problems. He treats them horribly, horribly. So, no. For him, no. But yes, for people who actually do, absolutely compassion. I mean, I was at that place at one point, so don't really want to talk about it too much, but I thought I would just say that. That was a while ago, though. Few years. That was back when I was in high school, in like ninth grade. Um, yeah, I know. I will. Let's see. When in fact, Jake's audience are true blue to him. Jake is the real one. Jake's number one. Chat. Totally makes sense. Okay. That is kind of funny, actually. My daughter just came in and wants to make orange cakes. If you guys will be trotting back and forth. Okay. Angela and Renee, absolutely. It's Thanksgiving, and you should be baking that cake with your daughter. That's what it's about, spending time with family. So, no, nothing wrong with doing that. Poop kids and stool samples should prop up our postal system. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. Angela and Renee, you are. I think you would be a good comedian as well. It does. It actually does. Oh my god, that is pretty funny actually. You guys are making me laugh, which is probably not that good for me because, well, don't stop doing it though. This is good. I'm just worried I'm gonna choke. Hey, it was funny. I'm just having to be careful because I'm worried about choking if I laugh too much. That's all. Yeah, there's something going on here. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to show, and if you didn't hear on Jake's stream, when I was talking about since Saturday night, so it's been 4 nights now. I am. It is on the end part for sure. I'm definitely not contagious, and it is on the end. It was very mild. It didn't. Sometimes I like can't even go to sleep at all. It wasn't like that. I definitely could go to sleep, but just my throat. That's been the worst part, and just being able to talk and stuff. That's why I said when I sang the last stream, I said I could do a lot better than that. Oh my God. I'm Bernie Sanders, and you have to be careful because COVID could spread. That's why you want to be a socialist on lockdown. We have to have socialism like Scandinavia, Finland, Sweden, Norway. And as the Bernie Sanders campaign, I don't think I'm doing that well. Wait a minute. We have to have socialist Medicare, universal health care for all. As president, we have to defeat the oligarchy. The oligarchy is the problem. I'm Bernie Sanders and I approve this message. Okay. Please, you're kidding, right, buddy? Please tell me you're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding, JP. I was sent poop kits. I mean, I did my best, Nate. I know you were. I mean, yeah, exactly. And we know the COVID thing was all staged too, so I know you were kidding there. All right. Well, now I'm another Democrat, and I came from the South. And here in the South, we had to actually be more moderate, not as progressive. So, the change I needed to make because Mr. Bush was too fiscally liberal and progressive. I meant to say progressive on welfare. I had to cut the welfare, and I had to increase eating salt, eating salt, and going to McDonald's more, and putting so much salt on my burger. And then I had to have sex with Monica Lewinsky because that's the dirt bag I am. I was as president of the United States. Listen, and that's why I, former President Bill Clinton, approved this message because we had to have a change. A change. Yeah, that's my impression of Bill Clinton, former actor president. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I just did Bill Clinton. Mm. Now, everybody, I have Saturday Night Live Al Gore have a message for all of you. Now, I think you know my main theme in one word is lockbox, but I had another thing to talk about with the lockbox. So people will ask me, what should I have in a lockbox? So it mainly is about money, money in a lockbox, but also in the lockbox, I put all the cum from Bill Clinton when he had sex with Monica Lewinsky inside a separate lockbox because I needed to keep it safe so that no one else knew about the incident. Now, that is the best way. And this lockbox contained a special mechanism so that you could literally have sex while it stays in the lockbox. That's why Al Gore, am the king of lockboxes. That is my impression of Al Gore. And yeah, sure, that's a good one, Nate. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Oh God, here we go. Will it? Oh yeah, no. Okay, I definitely can't do that right now. Um, Mile, I am archaics, and I have a way of solving. I have a way of solving the gambling matrix. I archaics am not a shell, even though it's clear as day. I invite shells like Dave Weiss on my show every week. I'm archaics, and I lied about having a criminal conviction, which is why you should trust me on YouTube to give out the matrix on gambling. Yeah, that's my impression of archaics, but I felt like I could do better on that one. But I tried anyway. All right, the next one is oh God. Now, everybody, let's talk about what we need to do. You need to get right with God, and you need to get underneath the bed, not in the bed, not on the bed, not over the bed, underneath the bed, so those Chinese nano drones don't go up your asshole. But at any rate, I digress. I'm out. All right, Richie from Boston, which we all know what he can do. Richie from Boston, Massachusetts. All right. Oh God. Well, everybody, um, my name is Jaron again. I'm back with a Speaker's Corner. We ended the Speaker's Corner because I was getting embarrassed. Holden absolutely embarrassed me, and Jake embarrassed me, and so I had to leave. Because I am and I also it's getting clear as day that I'm having trouble keeping hidden that I love to measure my people's peepees for the contest. I like to do those peepee contests all the time because my name is Jaron. My name's Jaron Campanella. That Jaron is about the worst thing ever. I hate that guy. He literally is about the worst thing that's ever happened. And I've already Rose, I think, already knows about this, but I'm going to show it anyway because this guy's so freaking horrible that I feel like I have to show it. So guess what? We're going to show it anyway. I know Jonna knows about it for sure. This happened a while back. I don't know the answer to that. Actually, I didn't even know he was always in hotel rooms. I don't watch Richie from Boston, so that hey, thank you, JP. But I wanted to show this about Jaron. I thought this would be a little interesting. I'm about to show you. I just did an impression of Jaron. Yeah, and I'm gonna do an impression while I talk about it. So, I was an asshole to Holden. So this is what I did as Jaron Capadala. When I talked to Holden, actually, before I do my impression, I'm gonna do something pretty serious. So this was back in April, Rose, when I actually had the chat with him on that Telegram. Yeah, there was actually a point where I talked to Jaron. That was a long time ago, though. But yeah, he lied about Jake, and so I was like, okay, it wasn't a kid. So what happened was Jaron accused Jake of spraying an autistic kid with mace. It didn't happen. I assumed he didn't spray anyone. Turns out, there was an adult that was trying to claw Jake's eyes out and was trying to basically kill Jake. So he did have to self defend himself. Jake did. But that's out of self defense. I mean, so Jake did tell me that. So, and I believe him because I when I emailed him about it, I'm like, no, you didn't do any of it. And he said, well, yeah, I had to defend myself because this guy, this adult 30-year-old man was trying to kill me and claw my eyes out. Of course, I mean, you have to defend yourself there. So I was like, no, it wasn't a kid. And then he's like, is he someone's kid? I say kid because all autistic adults are the kids. Yeah, I'm guess who's an autistic adult? Guess who is an autistic adult? Yeah, no, I'm not a kid. Uh, and then I actually point that out. And then no, yeah, Jake did try to help him, and and then the guy tried to kill Jake. So Jake did try. Of course, he wants to spin the story. Oh my god. See, and then I actually tell him there are autistic adults who could clearly take care of themselves. Me being one of them. And then and then he tries to make up excuses, and he never did. That never happened. Um, and then he wanted me to watch his stupid video, and I did, and it was stupid. There was nothing there. Yeah, basically was everything I already knew. So, and then okay, but Jaron wants to say you should never hurt autistic kids, right? This is where I'm trying to get to. I proved that he lost the court case to Jake. You know, that stupid false restraining order. Look at what he said to me. Lost in 3 weeks. You don't have a fucking clue, but I would beat the shit out of you if you live close to me. Yeah, Jaron threatened him. So, Jaron, according to your own words, you threatened an autistic kid. But of course, I'm not an autistic kid because we're not going to follow your stupid rules, Jaron. So when I tried to prove to him that he lost that court case to Jake, and I pulled up this Unicourt thing, and without prejudice means yes, Jaron can file it again. But that's because Jaron's a government agent and Jake's not. So you could, yeah, exactly. The whole thing's bullshit. Yeah, exactly. See, hey, Jaron, Rose would defend herself too. Exactly. Exactly. You have to defend yourself. If you're getting your eyes clawed out, you have every right to defend yourself. And the guy wasn't even a kid anyway. Exactly. But like I was alluding to, Jaron threatened me after I pointed all that out. So got pulled the wrong thing out. Now you know that whole story. You actually got to see it now. So that guy's horrible. And he wants to say that Jake did all these things. No, Jaron, you did these things. I just showed it on actual transcripts of you doing that after I showed that Unicourt thing on you. See, you know, oh boy, I hate him. I hate Jaron. I really do. And that's why I hate him so much. Now I understand why I can't stand him. He's just the biggest hypocrite in history. Yes! 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 He always is a hypocrite. Yes. Yeah, he is. Oh, he totally is. I don't know what the hell he does. He's horrible. And that was after the speaker's corner when I did that. And then Jake, if you want to go back on Jake's stream, he sings a song, Holden is a bitch. He actually did sing that. I think that was the May corner. That guy's horrible. And that was after he did what he did on there. He's horrible. God, that guy's horrible. And then, of course, he goes on Jake's stream every now and then and makes those comments about Jake's dead mom. Yeah, that's Jaren too. And I've seen one of his sock accounts that are definitely Jaren's, and he talks about Jake's dead mom on there too. So it's clearly him. And I know Rose has seen me say, like, to those sock accounts that talk about Jake's mom, F you, Jaren, because I know it's Jaren. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about. Rose knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes those comments go and by, and for all you new people that don't know what I'm talking about, I am going to show it. Yeah, it was this one. So this was Jaren's comment on Jake's stream. And he uses stupid names like dog breath, skunk breath, kangaroo breath. He used my name a couple times to do it, and I hated when he did that. He used Jen no instead of Jen no fear, Jen has fear. He did a lot of stupid crap. And one of his users was Lucky Charms. And so that's what I'm going to show you right now, real quick, so you can see. So this is Jaren doing this to Jake. And it's just so evil. And he was doing it months before Jake finally showed it on the screen. I think Jake already did know about it. But after months of Jaren doing this, Jake finally showed it on the screen.
We got this guy who talks about my mom in bed. Like, what a fucking loser. All right, you guys, this is what a fucking loser looks like.
And that's Jaren, disguising himself as Lucky Charms.
Your mama is very loud in bed. Woke all the neighbors up. Ready for tonight. Good job, dude. I bet you have a really cool life. Joining people's streams and talking about being with their mom. So fucking funny and original. Wow. You join a successful comedian's stream, a guy who does this for a living, and you talk about sleeping with my mom to get a reaction out of me. Congratulations. This is your big moment, fucktard. I'm reading your comment. You think you're so fucking hilarious, and you are. You guys, this guy fucked my mom. Fucked her so good. My mom's dead. Dumb fuck. My mom is dead. Did you fuck my dead mother's carcass?
This Jaren is about the worst thing ever.
That's my mom. Did you fuck her ashes? That's her right there.
Yeah, Jaren. And then Jake, of course he's going to get mad, and he should. Jaren, you're horrible. Yeah, that's how low Jaren goes. It's that bad. And then he used his sock account to start that Q and Feed Jake breakup. And yeah, he talked about Jake's dead mom there too. Which, when I found out Q and Fee talked to that sock account, that's what made me the most pissed off with Q and Fee. Because, hey, Rose, and I don't know if you ever heard me talk about this before, you're going to hear it now. I've been telling Q and Fee since April that Jaren has been doing this. Talking about Jake's dead mom. And that sock account the Jake gets owned one, he was talking about Jake's dead mom there too. Q and Fee, he knew. That's what makes me the most pissed off with him. Is that he knew the whole time that Jaren was pulling off sock accounts. Well before that fight began. Well before it began. Like 4 or 5 months before it began. He knew. He knew the whole time. And that's what made me the most pissed off with him. Yeah, exactly. That guy's about the worst thing ever. Yeah, remember? I'll show it to you. I'll actually show it. What was it, Jake? Well, then he changed his. I think it was Jake the Fake Awake Gets Owned. I think that was the channel name. It was some stupid name. It was something like that. I'll show it to you. Some stupid account. There it is. I found it. This is Jaren's sock account. And I'll show you kind of like what he's commented to me too before. Yeah, this is his sock account. So I think I have made see, there's Q and Fee commenting to the sock account. There it is. And Q and Fee said, remember what he said in his first bashing of Jake? He said, I never talked to a sock account. There he is talking to a sock account. So Q and Fee lied. There's the proof. What more do you want? God. And I did comment on one of these videos. I'm going to find that. And then you'll see like, see, there he is. Hey there, Jaren. So this Zeke guy knows it's Jaren too. And then I told them that they should talk about Godus. Well, yeah, Epstein's fake. Godus is real. That's the difference. Oh my God. Just stupid.
The truth.
Yeah, and then Q and Fee did that to Jake's face. And that really pissed me off too. God, just stuff that he did. Here we go. I changed my name to Booyah. See, this is exactly how Jaren would talk. Yeah. It's definitely Jaren. So, yeah, this is how the breakup started. Was this sock account. After I told Q and Fee that Jaren's been doing this for months. That he's been talking about Jake's dead mom for months. That's what makes me the most pissed off with Q and Fee. My God. That guy. I think he changed his ways. That would be my guess. He did do really good with the flat earth topic, but he's changed. He's changed. And now he makes like 44, 50 videos of Flatzoid who gets less than 200 views of video in a stream. This guy, oh my god. And then Q and Fee wants to okay, I have to show this now. No. And I'm not gonna let him get away with it. So he's about to Q and Fee, you're about to get your ass destroyed right now with what you've done. So I think I've already showed this before, but I'm gonna show it again because I'm not gonna let him get away with this. So he wants to fricking lie again. So I'm going to let him spew out his lies, and then I'm going to debunk the hell out of him. So Q and Fee, let's let you sound like a fool here for a minute.
Want to partake in the members only streams, artificial intelligence, over to a slander channel that's using artificial intelligence,
which Q and Fee is, and I'm going to show you how AI works. Of course, he's going to trick people into thinking that it's something else.
Typical, a brainwashed idiot. You don't even have a clue what is artificial intelligence. Total lunatic retard. So this is AI. No, it's scripts. Mostly Python. It's scripts that working together. No AI.
Really? So let's go to ChatGPT, which is AI, and let's test your little theory. Make it wearing a Kingpins. I'm going to do this for sure, David D. LaFleur. Kingpins bowling jersey. Okay, Q and Fee, time for you to get embarrassed. So this is an AI platform, ChatGPT, right? Okay, everybody. So let's see what's going on here. Conversation, which is what the prompt is trying to get it to do. See, it's creating the image. Look at this, everybody. Oh my God. What is this? Let me zoom in a little bit so everyone can read it. Oh my God, what is this? These are scripts. And in this case, mostly JavaScript. Oh my God. Let's look at the response of these scripts. Look at all this. These are JavaScript object notations and JavaScript files with other URLs in them. Oh, what is this? Prepare. Another one. Look at this. Oh, these are scripts that work together. Oh my God. Wait a minute. These are scripts that work together. As in human, there is, oh, by the way, there's the image. There is no such thing as magical AI. A human has to build scripts that work together, which makes the computer be able to artificially, intelligently make things. So that's how AI works, Q and Fee. Scripts that work together. That is what AI is. So for you to tell your audience those are two separate things is a lie. Scripts that work together is AI. Yes, that's how AI works. A human builds a ton of scripts that work together, and those scripts allow the computer to artificially, intelligently make these things. That's what it is. So for Q and Fee to say it's two separate things, he's brainwashing his audience. And that's why I showed it. So Q and Fee, you just embarrassed yourself. Yeah, he has changed. And I just proved how big of a liar he is, too. So now, here's the thing. I'm Q and Fee now. And of course, if I wasn't sick, I would do a better job. But now, I'm the biggest piece of shit of all. Hey. That's what AI is, though, everybody. You just saw it. Scripts that work together. That is AI. That's not two separate things, Q and Fee. Oh my god. And then because of how big of an idiot he was and how much gay porn he's been making on his channel, and yes, it's been crazy, I decided to make this. And Jake did show it on his channel, but I'm going to show it while I go use the restroom real quick right now. So yes, I am going to go use the restroom, but I'm going to play this while I do that.
All him.
I don't need to play this beginning part.
Show must go on.
The ambiguously gay duo, the ambiguously gay duo. They are thinking on evil, come on, they are fighting, trying to save the day. They're extremely close, they're ambiguously gay. They're ambiguously gay. The ambiguously gay duo.
The ambiguously
gay duo. The ambiguously gay duo. They are taking on evil, come on, they are fighting all trying to save the day. They're extremely close in an ambiguous way. They're ambiguously gay duo.
Okay, I think now is the time to read our fan mail since we have nothing better to do. The first one is from Jerry Taylor, and it says that you're a retard for believing the flat earth.
Jesus, dude, we really suck that bad. Speaking of suck, I think I need to look at the bottom of the table again.
I think what we needed to do was to say more college-level words and yell more. Our next mail comes from Holden Smith, and it says you two are shills. Stop lying about Jake the Awake. You two are just as bad.
Well, yeah, I think I know what to say to Holden. Suck it, pal.
Wow, I can't believe that he doesn't fall for our bullshit. Shill Club. I mean, let's move on. The next one comes from Shady Davy D. Lafleur, and it says, you used a globe map morons. You two are shills like Jaren.
Let's challenge Jaren to another Panis contest. This next one comes from Hammer Time, and it says, I busted Jaren, and now it's time to bust you.
Hammer Time, I would love to bust you, and bust you real good, if you know what I mean. Let us show you how busting works. Also try our latest product. It's a banging sucker. Oh yeah. Here, try it, Jason.
Wait, what? Why are you looking down at my pussy, you pieces of shit?
Because we know you're wanted. You make gay porn on your channel now, so now we will give you what you always wanted.
No. Get away from me, you piece of shit. You fucking clown. You fucking homo. And you fucking moron.
Yeah. That might be bigger than Jaren's.
God damn me. I might be a piece of shit. I should have never stabbed Jake or Holden in the back and talked to Jaren. I should have never deleted those Telegram chats and slandered Jake. Holden did offered me a membership the day before. I started to slander Jake and I decided to be a piece of shit. I was so bad that I twisted the story with Holden.
All right, that was the voice of Q and Fee, who, yeah, he made that theme song at the beginning, the ambiguously gay duo theme song. He has turned into a biatch and has stabbed Jake in the back. So what did I mean at the end with his AI voice? Because it's all AI, by the way, the voices. What do I mean by he twisted the story with me? This is what I mean. He claimed that I purposely wanted to make a public chat with him on Telegram. No, I wanted to make it private. I didn't know how. It was my first day ever using the app. And so then he twists the story on his channel, you know, in the comment section of his own channel to basically slander me. And then I thought we were, you know, friends. I thought we were cool. And that's why I offered to send him, you know, just pictures of the wharf at the end of the wharf, a couple vacation wharf photos. I tried to be cool with you, Q and Fee. You really blew it. You blew it. And like I said, hours before, and by the way, it wasn't the day before, it was hours before. And that is a correction I need to make. Hours before you made that first slander video about Jake, I offered you the $2. And you deleted all the Telegram chats. So you can't say that I didn't try to help you out, Q and Fee. I did. And then when me and Shady Davy D LaFleur did our stream, we were neutral, by the way, on our like who we were citing. We saw you talking to that sock account by Jaron. So that's when we sided with Jake, for sure. I was kind of on the fence. I think Shady Davy D LaFleur was as well. But once we did that stream and saw that you talked to that sock account, because you said on your slander video, you never talked to the sock account. Well, it turns out you did. And so we don't trust you anymore. Yeah, we're going to side with Jake because he's being honest. You're a liar, Q and Fee. You are a liar. And the fact that you said you were using him the whole time just goes to show you how low you will go. Q and Fee, shame on you.
All right, I'm back. Perfect timing, too. All right, buddy. JP Cruceno, you have a good rest of the night. And that was the thing I made. Hey, buddy. I do have something to tell you about this. So at LaFleur Network, if you're still there, please let me know, because I actually do have something to tell you in regards to this. So I want to make sure Shady Davy D LaFleur is still here. Once he responds, I'll tell him what I need to tell him. But for now, let's see what else we've got going here. Let's see, what have we got going here? I was showing this the other night as well. This was pretty funny. One time Jake and this idiot tried to lie about Jake's picking the games and all that. So this idiot, John, and I've done an impression of him too before, goes as far as to say, and John, I saw it last night, that the gambling gods punish him. He sounds like this John guy sounds like a freaking idiot. It's so bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but before I do that, now I'm going to have a mustache because I'm Pat Truther and I love meth because it was made by God for men's pleasure. I'm Pat the Rat Truther. That's why I suck ass and I'm a piece of shit.
And I'm going to actually play his real video so you can hear the resemblance between my impression and the actual guy. So that was,
yeah. So I have a mustache because I'm a stupid freaking idiot, and I love to be mean to Jake.
What's up, guys? Pat Truther here, but everyone knows my boyfriend likes to call me Patty the Mustache. But that's for another video. So I want to tell you guys that the whole purpose of this channel is so that I can break down NFL rigged games and make that money.
Wait a minute. And look, he doesn't even talk the whole time. Is it just me? Look at this. He's not even saying the actual words.
But everyone knows my boyfriend likes to call me Patty the Mustache.
Yeah, no, he's not even speaking. I just realized that. It's okay, buddy. I did want to let you know. So that ambiguously gay duo video, you are allowed to use it, but you don't have to include before the theme song. You do have to include after the cartoon because I could see Q and Fee using that against me. So I am, and I'll text it to you as well. Yes, you do have to use that ending where I explain myself at the end. So I do require that. But I'll text you. And if you want to call me about it, you can. What's Topo? I don't think I know what that is. You have a good night, Angela, Renee. Yeah, no, Nate, did you see the ending? Did you see this, Nate? Look at this.
But everyone knows my boyfriend likes to call me Patty the
See how his mouth is not even saying the words.
Mustachie. But
exactly. That is his real voice, though, but he was not talking, or at least I think that's his real voice. He was not talking in that video at all. Like how his lips were moving and the sound of the voice was totally off key. But this brings me up to another guy, John. The stupid idiot named John. Oh my God, it was so bad. And this guy believes in aliens, UFOs, and crap too. It's so bad. But this guy went as far as to blame the gambling gods. And that Jake copying him punished him. Although I'm going to actually show that first. And then I'm going to show this guy's delusional, ridiculous lie. Oh my God, it's so bad. Let me actually get the video up first. Yep. It's stupid. It's stupid, all right. Once I find it, you're going to laugh. It is pretty stupid. Here it is. Found it. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is John from National Sports Entertainment, and now I'm gonna lie about Jake because I have nothing better to do with my life, and I'm just a crappy.
Yeah, that's what he does. No joke, that's what he does. So now I'm going to actually play how he lied. And then I'm going to play his delusional thoughts after this.
Hey, John. Jake here. I thought I'd go ahead and give you your receipt for...
Oh, so he had to make this channel. This was a side channel. Jake doesn't have it anymore. To talk to John because John kept blocking him.
A lie that you told that I stole your pics. Remember, John, I told you not to lie about me, not to use my name. So you said that I stole your pics. So your pic video came out on January 25th. It says, hey guys, I have officially made up my mind. And you picked the same thing that I picked the day before. John, I knew you were going to steal my pic. And
of course, it's not stealing a pic, but he always likes to say Jake steals his pics.
Video came out on January 24th, and yours came out on the 25th, which means I made my pick, Chiefs and Niners, before you did. And I already did the spread picks for both games. So, John, when I had made my pick, you hadn't made up your mind. And then the next day, you stole my pick and went with Chiefs and Niners.
And I love how Jake says that because all that this John guy did was say, you copy me, you copy me, you copy me. John got what was coming to him.
And I wondered if you were going to lie to your audience and tell them that I stole your pick.
So I tuned in to see if you would tell your audience that I stole your pick, and sure enough, you did. Over and over, told your audience that I stole your pick because I'm such a scoundrel.
And so after John lost, clearly copying Jake, although anyone can make a pick, but I mean, if you're going to say that Jake's copying you, yeah, then you're copying him because you're a hypocrite. So, John, you're stupid. Jake is better than you. And then he wants to make up another lie. So there's two delusional lies. I'm going to show the first one first. This first one's pretty bad. And they're both bad, but this one's pretty bad.
I think it's scripted. Some similar picks as use being removed. John, this driver on my hands. So this is going to be a win-win for me and a lose-lose for you, John. You're going to wish you hadn't messed with someone like me. John, you're telling people that I copy everything from you. John, let's go ahead right now and dispel that rumor. You're saying that I copy everything that you do. John, this is the Jake the Asshole channel.
By the way, this was before he changed his name to Jake the Awake.
61.6 thousand subscribers. And last time I checked, you have never made a video about Dave Chappelle being replaced by an imposter. I have. That's one of the things I tell people, that Dave Chappelle has been replaced by an imposter. Whether you believe that or not, I don't care. I'm just showing you I have a video with 400,000 views, and you don't, talking about Dave Chappelle being replaced. Did I copy that from you? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I copied everything that you did. I have a video here, Starman driving in space is fake. You see, John, I tell people, and I prove to people, that outer space travel is fake. I've been busting NASA's balls since 2016, John. Did I get that from you? Did I copy you, John? No, you don't do that. I do. Here's me exposing another fake space mission and getting 200,000 views in the process. You've never touched or smelled any sort of view count like that ever in your life. You know why I got that many views exposing that the Mars lander is fake? It's because it is fake, and I did a great job, and people loved the video. That's why I got so many views. I did this years ago, John. I didn't copy it from you. This is an original YouTube channel. I do comedy. I talk about conspiracies. I make original music, and I break down how sports are fake. You telling people that I copied you is ridiculous. Your channel doesn't look anything like this.
All John does is sport picks. That is all he does. And Jake is correct about that. So that's all John does. And then John says something just beyond stupid.
John with National.
Okay. And then Jake does his impression.
What's up, guys? This is John with National Sports Entertainment, and I want to make an absurd claim.
And this is where John makes his stupid claim.
The gambling gods smited us, and I went into this before. They frown upon copycats and exploits, and it's from what I hear, we can thank Jake the copycat because he was loving the Chiefs, and then we put out a couple videos going into the Niners, and then he swapped up and went with the Niners and joined us, and
that's not true. He always liked the Niners in that Super Bowl since day one. I always liked the Chiefs since day one. So maybe he saw my pick, but that wasn't his.
Not exactly a great alliance, so I think that's what really hurt us, just if looking at it from a gambling god point of view.
So John makes the claim that there's a such thing as gambling gods. Is there any proof of gambling gods? I guess you just have to take John's word for it, that there is indeed gambling gods. Not just one gambling god, but multiple gambling gods. Gee, John, tell us exactly how many gambling gods there are. I've heard you pluralize God when it comes to gambling. So tell us, John, since you're the gambling gods expert, how many gambling gods are there exactly? What are their names? Is there a gambling god in charge of each aspect of gambling, like a slot machine god and a poker god and a fake phony football betting god? Tell me, John, about your gods.
The gambling gods smited us, and I went into this before. They frown upon copycats.
So John knows that there are multiple gambling gods and that they frown upon copycats. John has a relationship with the gambling gods.
And exploits, and it's from what I hear, we can thank Jake the copycat because he was loving the Chiefs, and then we put out a couple videos going into the Niners, and then he swapped up and went with the Niners. And
that's not true, John. There's only 2 teams to take, and I picked the Niners because I thought that there was more money on the Chiefs. So I had my own reasons, John, that were different from yours. And I would like to point out I had Chiefs and Niners in the Super Bowl before you, and then you claimed that I copied your pick. So when I proved that my pick video came out before yours, you changed to picking the Lions. And the Lions lost. So the gambling gods smited you on that one. Explain why the gambling gods had you lose when you switched your pick from the Niners to the Lions. Why did the gambling gods do that to you and reward me? That doesn't seem to make any sense. These gambling gods don't really like you if you can make a pick and then I can make the same pick and then they make you lose because the gods are mad at me. So if the gods are mad at me and they're going to punish John, man, you really should not have a good opinion of these gambling gods. They don't treat you very well, John. You might think of finding a new gambling religion. Me, for instance, I don't believe in gambling gods because I think that that's ridiculous.
And it is ridiculous. Yeah, this guy's an idiot. This John guy's an idiot. All right. Is anyone still here? I think there's still a couple people left here. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this was a good AI photo. I'll have to save it for my buddy here. Alrighty. Hey, Nate's still here. So, Nate, what did you think of that John guy talking about gambling gods? Yeah, seriously. He blamed gambling gods. He said Jake, because of Jake, the gambling gods punished him. That's what John said. Oh, did Angela give you a good idea? Hey, I don't blame you, Nate. That's I mean, I feel like that's a cake where you could really do good or you could really screw up. But knowing you guys would be the ones that do it really well. So I trust Angela, Renee on that one. And I would trust you on that one too, Nate. So yeah, that's what's going on here. I mean, hey, Thanksgiving. It felt like this year just started. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. It's going to be Christmas next month. And you know that same day of the week, the next week is the new year. So we're closing out on 2025 pretty quickly here. And Jake's right about the time going faster. It's not just an older thing. No, it's definitely going by faster. No doubt in my mind at all. Hey, Nate, if you're still there, give me roughly 10 minutes to get my stuff in my house. And if you stay, I actually have a couple more fun things for you. So please stay around. I I just have to get my stuff in the house, but I will be right back.
I just realized that was really stupid of me not to do that. I probably should put something on, should I? While I'm not done bringing my stuff in. I'm only going to be a couple more minutes, but Nate, if you stay there, I may have a couple neat things to show you. But I probably should have put something on, and now I will. So you get to Come on, Mr.
London and become they, because I'm not going to go watch them if they play in London. But if we stay here in Jacksonville, then
No, I'm here. I'm just gonna fill my water up and then I'm back. So I'll be right back. All right. Took longer than expected, but I'm back. All righty. Oh, God. Okay. Maybe. What is going on with here? All right. Yep. Just about. I'm just going to get in my bed and then the show's going to continue. All right. Yep. Nate, are you still there? I am officially back. And now I'm not leaving. So, all right. Yes. Oh, I am officially back. All righty. Before we continue, And real quick, Nate, my Wi-Fi does suck, so I may have to reconnect every now and then. So there's that. Well, Nate, my bedroom. Oh, God. Yep, that's my bedroom. So you got to see that. All right. So yes, Nate. Oh, that was my bedroom. I'll turn the light on here once I'm in the bed. Damn me. That's still going on. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here for the rest of tonight. And so that's my TV. And all my stuff right there. I hope it turns out good, buddy. I really do. I know that Angela, she really got us going on that orange cake. All right. All righty. So what am I going to show next? Well, let's see here. And Nate, thank you very much for staying, by the way. Much appreciated, because now we're going to go back to memory lane a little bit. In just a second here. Give me a second to get this going. Oh yes, I'm hoping to win too. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna go back to memory lane. So this should be kind of fun to do. While I'm doing that, how's the orange cake going, buddy? Yeah, it was a game. Is it not in there? Damn it. That's probably why. Yeah, that's gonna be why. There we go. That may help the results. There we go. We're going to go back to childhood lane a little bit. Because why not? I think it would be fun to do. And it's a game that I used to play, and we'll see how well I actually play the game. It's almost ready, buddy. I know, you've been waiting very patiently. And should have not taken as long as I did, so that's my fault. It will be worth it. Don't worry, buddy. It will be totally worth it. Oops. Screwed up just a tad bit. I hope the orange cake's going well, by the way. Oh, that's what I did wrong. There we go. That should get it going. Oh. Oh. Alrighty. This should take care of it. It is taking a second, I know. Oh boy. There, that's what I'm doing wrong. That should probably do it. Yeah, okay, good. My Wi-Fi's back. God, I hate when it goes out. Okay, good. I think it's finally going to work. It better. I've been waiting very patiently for this. I've been waiting very patiently for this. Ooh. I never wanted that. Oh my god, this thing's annoying sometimes. I may have to reload it and then it's oh my god, buddy. Hey Nate, would you prefer to do it some other day? And I don't want you to hallucinate, buddy. Okay. Yeah, we can wait. I did not know it was this bad. All right, buddy. You have a good night. We're going to end it for now. I wish I knew that. I would have ended this an hour ago or half an hour ago. But you have a good night. Take care. Please don't hallucinate. Please go to sleep. Get on the most comfortable furniture you can. Happy Thanksgiving. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone else. Take care.